everyone, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Today's topic is King Joseph Gregory Hallet. So the question was, and we'd recently talked about this in a Patreon chat, and I wanted to go ahead and look a little more into this and figure out what's the real story here. So what they had asked me was, what can you say about King John III George Hallet? Is he really going to take the position of King John III? Here's a video explaining the connections. And I'm going to put a link to this video that does connect a lot of dots in the very top comment of my videos. So if you want to go and watch this for yourself, feel free to do so. And if you're on my blog, I will have the video out there for you to easily access. So moving forward, yes, I do see that King John III is going to take power, and I get a transition is already occurring. For decades, the Queen has held the power, much in part to the darker elements of control. King John III has now emerged. It feels like he came out of nowhere, but I see him as a positive to aid in the clearing out of the powers that were. It looks as though King John III's lineage was somewhat buried, and they hid it in the history, and the monarchy made sure of that. They wanted to keep their control and keep going on the path that they were going on. The monarchy wants to have people in place that had allegiance to the powers that were, to ensure and protect the power and control over the people. So they were afraid that if they gave up the power, that they were going to lose their control. Early in the year, I saw a transfer of power happening in July or August. So when I was tuning into this topic, and topic of the monarchy came in, topic of the Queen, I really felt like July or August was going to be huge. And some kind of transition of power was going to happen, but I wasn't exactly sure how that was going to look or what was going to happen. I saw the Queen stepping down and a new leader was going to emerge. And in my mind, I assumed it was going to be Charles, but you don't ever assume, right? Because assumptions don't really always get you where you need to be. So now I understand this to mean a completely different leader that's going to help dismantle the powers that were. And I get that when the transition happens, they will not want to make this a big media story. They're going to really try to hide this. The beer bug provides a good camouflage for this transfer to happen. And the current monarchy, they're still going to be involved, even remain in the media to some extent. William, Kate, Charles, and the Queen look to still reside in England. And I do not see any wealth being taken from them. They still look like they have wealth. Somehow they still retain all of that. And I get that when Harry and Meghan left, it was partly to escape this monarch lifestyle, but also they knew that this was coming and they didn't want to be involved in it. So there's been a lot of talk before anything ever got into the news whatsoever. And I see this is a very interesting time, and the Queen is very resistant to this shift. It's going to be forced and there's going to be a fight. I feel like they're going to try to pull out a technicality here or this happened there. They're going to try to fight it, but I can't see this fight is going to be won by the current monarchy. So stay tuned, because I think a lot is going to happen here. This is going to be a pretty big deal. And that was really all I had for this reading. I'd be curious your thoughts, what you know about it, what you know what's going on, about what's going on, all of that kind of good stuff. So again, thank you for listening. Feel free to leave a comment. I love the conversations that go back and forth between people that leave comments on here. Again, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thank you. Bye.